tell me a little bit about where you grew up, and we'll talk holiday traditions.
Yes. So originally I grew up in Israel, but let me start from the beginning. I was born in New York.
Okay. What part of New York?
Oceanside, New York.
Oceanside.
So I think it's Long Island.
Okay.
Yeah. And I spent a few years as a kid in Baltimore.
Okay.
And then after that, when I was 6 years old, we went back. Yes, we went back as the whole family went back to Israel.
You're such a good participant.
Where all my family and my extended family are at. I don't know, the holiday season is different. For us in Israel, the holiday season is around September, October.
Okay.
Where we have Rosh Hashanah, Sukkot, and Yom Kippur, which is, it's not exactly a holiday, but it's all in the same month.
Okay.
So that is actually our holiday season, but I feel like when we moved to the US, when we moved back, the holiday season is closer to Christmas because, I don't know, like Hanukkah is a bigger deal here than in Israel. Yes, for sure.
You had mentioned too, because initially, like Hanukkah for you guys, you didn't do all the gifts, right? Like it wasn't a big thing, but when in the United States, that's a big part of Hanukkah here.
Yes.
Like every day is something different.
Right, and it's the first time I've heard of giving gifts in Hanukkah. In Israel, as a kid, Hanukkah is all about, so first of all, we didn't get vacation from school, so like all the other big holidays.
Very different than America.
I think it's a good sign to know if it's a big holiday or not, but so we moved here and Hanukkah became a bigger thing, but then again back in Israel, it was just all about gathering, at evening, waiting for my dad to come back early because he would work like crazy hours. He will come back home at 10. So for me, it's like, oh, it's Hanukkah. He's going to come home at 5 p.m.
Special.
Yeah, it's a special day, and we're going to light the menorah together.
So when you guys gathered at night too, was it everyone in your family, or was it just like your mom, dad, and then siblings?
Yeah, just mom, dad, siblings. Okay. So my dad will come back, we'll be at home like early on that day, and then we will light the menorah together. And so you do like this blessing, and then you sing songs together, and then you eat the traditional sufganiyot, which is like a jelly donut.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not exactly, it doesn't have the same taste of a donut, but it's similar to that.
Okay.
And so,
do you guys make everything at home? Like, do you prep for this, or are there bakeries, or like, do you get things from grocery stores, or?
Well, my mom used to bake a lot. I think nowadays people just go to the bakery and take it.
So many cool things. So what kind of things did you have here? Did you have some of those?
No, I couldn't find anywhere. I had to make myself.
Well, that's good. You made them though.
I did make them. So yeah, so we would eat these donuts, and then what else did we do?
Oh, that's kind of nice too. A nice treat, donuts for supper or dinner, like at night.
Yeah, but for 8 days, at some point it gets really intense.
Well, there you go.
Right. Yeah, so that's like the 3.
That's it. So gathering every night for 8 days in a row, light the candle, good food, and it's just being with family.
Just being with family, yeah.
That's awesome, and that's what our holidays are all about, really. When you break it down,
true.
Yeah. And so you grew up in Israel, and what kind of traditions? So because we're around the holidays, we're talking Christmas a ton around here,
right?
But you guys don't celebrate Christmas.
No, well, I celebrate anything that you can give me because I love the holidays.
Perfect.
Yeah, and Joy likes the holidays too.
Joy looked like she was enjoying Hanukkah in those photos. Those were awesome.
Yeah, so like 4 years ago when David and I decided to move here, Joy wasn't there yet, but we planned her a long time ago. And so we moved here and we decided that once we have a baby, we're going to celebrate, obviously, the Israeli Jewish holidays at home because she's not going to experience it anywhere else. Like in the older days, well, they believed in miracles, and every miracle is a sign that God exists.
Yep.
They stuck to the only things that they believed in, and for them, they lit the menorah. It was like their way of communicating with God, and so what happened is that I think the Greek people during these wars that they had, they got rid of all the oil And so in one of the temples, they found like this little can of oil that they're like, oh my God, this is going to last just for like one day. The menorah is not going to be able to, And so they're like, let's just try this and light the menorah. And so they came like day after, they came and watched the menorah, and it lit for like 8 days. And so that's why we celebrate. Yeah, and it just symbolizes like the older days where, that was their direct line to God.
Yeah, and remembering everything.
Remembering that, He's here with you. But there are a lot of holidays, the Jewish holidays, that just, talk about certain times in history. In times of darkness, you light the menorah, and then this gives you a little bit of hope, and you feel like God is with you. And it's just a reminder during the year that, okay, we have Him with us.
אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להדליק נר של חנוכה. אמן. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם שעשה ניסים לאבותינו בימים ההם בזמן הזה. Amen.
Yes.
You do it so good.
Yeah.
Can't wait till you can tell us about your favorite parts of Hanukkah.
I know, I wonder.